calls. And what I want to do here is on the 5 minute pullback, you also have, when the trend is going a certain way, you also have what's called the 5 minute bounce, right? And a lot of times, what that is basically we use the 5 minutes, right? So we trade on the 2 hour, the 4 hour, the 4 hour, the 2 hour, the 1 hour, and we enter trades and on the 5 minute and close on the 5 minute if we're doing high leverage, right? So a 5 minute pullback, you guys know that is when something is running for a while, the 5 minute red moon comes in, and then we look for a pullback as long as the RSI on the 15 minute is also in the same direction of our trade, right? So a 5 minute bounce is the same scenario except it's reversed. So for instance, right now we have an XRP short that we're in since the top up here, 51 cents, but we're having finally a 5 minute pullback, or a bounce, a bounce right here. So we get a green moon, right? So right now we're experiencing this 5 minute bounce right now. So let's mark the relative strength index right now. And now we're going to see if this bounce is actually strong. Where we go is we look at the 15-minute RSI, right? And as you can see right here, the 15-minute RSI is also strong, right? So where do we want to trade, right? Anytime that we enter a trade or do a trade, before we enter a trade, we want to make sure that the RSI on the 15-minute is oversold or overbought in our favor, and then heading in the direction that we want it to be. This one is showing the bounce that the 15-minute is heading up when we're doing a short, which means we would take profits on the 15-minute green moon and wait for this to, on the 5-minute green moon, and we would wait for this to reset. So now let's take a look at the 30-minute, because that just tells us how long this is going to be. So now taking a look at the 30-minute RSI, we can see that it's starting to come across or have a cross situation happening here. So it looks like it's trying to fight its way up, but it could get rejected and head back down anyways. But that's how we look at this. So let's go back to the original thing. The 5-minute moon hits right here, which means our XRP short at this level would be 50 cents 30, 50, 35. We would be thinking about a bounce at this level if the 15-minute RSI is also headed up with the 5-minute, right? So when we do look at the 5-minute RSI, we do, or the 15-minute RSI, let's go ahead and mark this out again. So at this moment, green moon, right? RSI right here, right? There's the line. Let's go to the 15-minute. We see the green moon on the 5-minute bounce. We go to the 15-minute RSI. We notice that the 15-minute RSI has crossed over and is starting to pull up. We would normally take profits right there and say, I'm going to wait for the 5-minute moon to reset to go back into my short. That is the most common, easiest way to trade on there so that you maximize profits. Now, me personally, if I'm in a short at a very high level and I'm holding it for a longer period, before I reverse or take this short, right, I would look at the 30-minute RSI to see if it's also following the same suit, right? And currently, it is not pushing up with the 15-minute RSI. It has not crossed yet. So this does mean that it could continue to kind of reject and actually head back down still. And that's where you would be looking to kind of like have your ideal of like, okay, if you closed out, right? So let's let's go back over this. The 5-minute moon hits, right? 5-minute bounce, 5-minute reversal. You look at the RSI on the 15-minute. If the 15-minute RSI is finished its direction and it's heading against your trend or your trade, right? So if you're going long and the 15-minute is at the top and it's starting to cross and go down, that means that the coin's going to have what's called a pullback, and you would sell out at that level because you're doing very high leverage, 50 to 100x. You would sell. If you have 100x and the 15-minute starts to head down, I would sell right there anyways, because that's very high leverage and you're talking about losing 30 to 40, maybe even 60% profits while you're waiting, right? Now, if the 15-minute, right? So once again, the 5-minute moon shows up, right? And the 5-minute moon says, hey, it looks like we have a red moon and we're heading down, and the 15-minute RSI is overbought and starts to cross down, you sell, take profits, and you wait for the 5 minute to reset, and then the 15 minute to reset, and then you re-enter your long and head back up, right? Now during that time period, that could be 30, 40, 45 minutes, maybe an hour and a half. That entire coin could change people's sentiment. People could start selling. Buy orders could come in. Like that whole trade could disappear and you just walk away with your profits. Or it resets properly and it's just a retracement, and then people start buying in on the next leg, and then you make some more money on that 50 to 100x leverage, right? Now, the same thing is for the short. When the 5 minute moon shows up, in this scenario we're shorting, so when the 5 minute green moon comes in, we want to go look at the 5 minute or the 15 minute RSI. And at that time, when the 5 minute green moon came in, we can see that the RSI had started to cross already, right? And this is where trading, if you want to get ahead of the 5 minute bounce or the 5 minute retrace, a lot of times you would just start watching the 15 minute RSI, and when it gets oversold and starts to bend down, you just take profits early, or when it's at the bottom and starts to go up, you sell your short and take profits early, and you will be ahead of the 5 minute bounce or retrace trade, right? The 5 minute moon just confirms that you were right, but the 15 minute RSI is a little bit quicker than the moon, so it allows you to kind of get in there and get in that side, right? Now, if you watch the videos on there, a lot of times if we're in a short, I am always kind of like, I'm going to hold until the confirmation of the 30 minute RSI is confirmed, because a lot of times I don't want to get in and out of a trade, which costs me a little bit, and I'm not going to like, you know, I like confirmation, because if I'm in a trade really early and I got a lot of profits there and I'm kind of playing it on a longer platform, you know, I want the 30 minute to confirm in order for me to sell, because it's going to cost me. Now remember what I'm saying here. It costs you 20% to get in a trade and out of a trade. So if I close the trade and then it starts to head back down and then I get back in the trade, it's going to cost me 30% of my trade to get in and out of the trade, right? So that might as well have been 30% losses that I could have taken by waiting for the 30 minute RSI to confirm that the 15 minute is actually going to be strong enough to make its move, right? Now, a lot of times, if you're pushing, like, think about the philosophy of trading, right? So is it easier to get a coin to go up, or is it easier to get a coin to go down, right? It takes more people to buy a coin, so it's harder. It takes less people to sell a coin because people panic. So for me, when you have a coin that's going up, right, and you're fighting the system and you're getting your RSIs, right? When a coin's going up and the RSI starts to come down on the 15 minute, I will take the 5 minute pullback and I will sell the 5 minute pullback on the long off the 15 minute RSI, because it's harder to get people to buy than sell. You understand what I'm saying? Now, on the short position, because it's easier to short, when I see a green moon on the 5 minutes, I will wait until the 30 minute RSI crosses over before I get out of my short, because it is easier for people to sell. So I think the bounce on the bounce side will be weaker than the drop, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're going long and the 15 minute RSI starts to head down, I sell and take profits on the 15 minute RSI. I take the profits because it's hard. There's not that many people buying a coin, right? But when a coin is going down and it starts to bounce, I don't think there's that many people that are going to buy that are really going to change the coin's trajectory when it's heading down at a certain level. So instead of just the 15 minute RSI, I need the 30 minute RSI to say that there's that many people buying that I should take profits. So currently on this bounce right here, I wouldn't get out of my short position right here, because I would be waiting for a green moon recognition on the 15 minute, which we just are flashing right here. So see the RSI on the 15 minute, we're flashing. That's what I would be waiting for, is confirmation of a little more. So let's take a look at the 30 minute. Let's see if the RSI is getting ready to cross. The 30 minute is finally showing like we're getting a move here, right? You see what's happening here on the 30 minute? It's going flat and it looks like it's going to cross here, right? So this is where I would be saying to myself, okay, this is starting to build momentum. This is going to be a position where I want to take my profits because it is starting to actually build more momentum, which is great if you're going in the other way. But that's where I would sell out of my position because I need that extra confirmation, which is going to be about 50-60, right? So about the price is going to be about 50-60 when we get out of this price. And that's this price we're going to start moving up. But we are getting a green moon on the 15 minute. That's confirmation that we're starting to get a little more stronger. Take a look at the 30. We're starting to cross here. Looks like we're going to cross, so we're going to get an XRP long here, right? So 15-minute RSI, crossed north, and 30-minute RSI, crossed north, 15-minute green moon, building momentum. Now, keep in mind, guys, it looks like there's like an XRP short or a long here, right? But we can't really do a long yet because the problem is we're trading with the trend, right? So before you do any type of trades, let's go take a look here and let's take a look at our trend, right? So let's just kind of like always have a formula that we work, right? So one of the formulas that you want to do if you're going to learn to be a trader, this is a really good moment right here. You see this bounce here on the 30 minute, right? So noticing everything when you reevaluate. Look at this bounce of the buyers. Bounced right here. So this would be a sign right here that to close your short and start getting into a long because we're getting a nice move here. But let's take a look at the trend and everywhere that we got. So first thing we got to do, guys, is take a look at the 4 hour. Where's the 4 hour? So here's our 4 hour. We have our red moon. So we're trending down. Our RSI is bottomed out, which means the relative strength index is pretty far down. And it's kind of letting us know that, you know, even though it's had its big fall, it's going sideways right now, right? So sideways could have heartbeats where you can get a 1% move up, a 1% down, right? So it's starting to find this channel that it's going to work in. And if you take a look here, this is where people get what they call their, you know, triangles and everything like that. So if you take a look at these lines, you can see that you're still getting lower lows. So the trend is still down. So let me show you if you draw a line here. So if you're drawing a line here, right in this low zone here, you're going to see that you are still doing lower lows, right? See that? See those lower lows right there? So this still is a short, right? So for me, XRP is still in a short. I'm not too worried about this little bounce. That's just people manipulating the market here or overbuying and they don't know what they're doing here, which is okay, guys. Okay, so currently right here, guys. So the XRP short is still in play, guys. Notice here that we still are in a trend, right? So no matter what you're doing, guys, trade in your trend. And let me roll this down here before we get into what's called emotional trading, right? No. Hold on, Kelly. So first thing you're going to do here is find your trend, right? So now, once we have our trend going here, we have a nice little downward trend here. We trade with the trend until that changes, right? So right here in the 4 hour, our trend is still headed in the southern position, right? So we're still looking for this downward movement here. So far, we haven't there's no trade in trend. So right now, we're still in this downward trend. We just got a 4 hour red indicator here on the trend, right? So trend is saying that, hey, the money is starting to disappear from XRP. Price action is starting to go down, right? So here we go. So we're still in the trend. Before you make any trades, guys, right? Before you make any trades, first thing you need to do here is realize that you need to take a look at your trend, right? And so far our trend right here is still in a downward trend. That's kind of where we're going, right? So next thing that we have is putting in, let's put in the top of our trend on our 4 hour. So here we go, that's the top right there. And let's put in the other part of our trend right here. And this is an ascending triangle, guys. You guys will hear that all the time. This is what they call an ascending triangle. Right, this is your ascending triangle right here. And this is another reason a lot of guys who are in XRP think that after this pullback, there's going to be a run, right? So an ascending triangle, you guys see this? We're ascending down on the 4 hour. Now, what this means is a lot of guys right here, let's Google this ascending triangle, right? So descending triangle. There we go. Descending triangle, boom. Now guys, I know you guys always get on me about my spelling. I just type with one left hand and I don't really care about spelling. So I love you guys. So, all right, descending triangle. You see this? Descending down, coming across, that's your descending triangle, right? So basically a descending triangle, right? Take a look here. A descending triangle signals traders to take a short position to accelerate a breakdown. A descending triangle is dissectable by trend lines drawn from the highs and the lows on a chart. Descending triangle is a counterpart of an ascending triangle, another trend line based chart pattern. A descending triangle signals the traders to take a short position, right? You guys see that right there? That's basically how you can take a look there. Now, let's go back and take a look at what we're looking at. What is ascending triangle versus a descending? How does often descending triangle break up? Okay, so this is very important here, guys. This is why when you guys are learning to trade, if you're trading on YouTube or you're trading on all these things, people are saying, man, we have a descending triangle, VC, that's a short. Is it a short or is it a long? The funny thing about all these signals or triangles or bull flags and all this shit is that 54% of the case, there's a bearish breakout, right? 54%, guys. Here you go, right here. How often does a descending triangle break up? Look at these statistics about the descending triangle. In 54% of the cases, there is a bearish breakout. In 54% of the cases, the target price will be reached when the support is broken. 54%. You guys know what that is? That's a coin flip. That's a coin flip, guys. Don't look at these, do research into what these triangles, bear flags, and all this shit actually means. They use these patterns to basically fool you. They realize that retail investors are learning how to trade on this YouTube channel, on reading and doing research. Everything that you're learning normally outside of the academy being taught to you is basically, it's being manipulated by all the market makers. They know if you're looking at a descending triangle, you think it's going to break down, right? But 46% of the time it'll break up, right? This is where you have to kind of like, this is where you have to kind of look at the scenarios and say to yourself, hey, sometimes this goes the other way. That's why I say there's two trades in every trade, right? So when you're tracking a trade, and you're tracking it, you have to incorporate all the things, right? The trend. What's the trend, right? Trade with the trend. What's the relative strength index, right? Whew. Needs to be in your favor. You need to have a system that is giving you like higher probabilities, right? If you're trading with the trend, you have a higher percent of a win. If you're trading with the relative strength index on the 30 and the 1 hour, you have a higher percent to win when you're day trading or trading within a day, because those are giving you signals for the next 3, 4, or maybe even 6 hours. But when they change and start to go along with the 4 hour or the daily RSI, then it's even more stronger. So if your daily relative strength index is going down and your 4 hour index is going down, that means when your 1 hour index is going down on your RSI, your trades are twice as likely to be profitable, right? Do you guys understand that? You're twice as likely to be profitable, right? Which increases your chance of winning by 200%. Do you guys understand? That makes sense? I gotta shave. But this is why you don't want to make 5, 10 trades a day, because you're trading outside of the trend. You want to trade with the trend, with the relative strength index, right? So if you want to increase your wins, right? Let's say you want to increase your wins, right? Here's what you do. You say, I'm going to trade with the daily RSI, relative strength index, and the 4 hour RSI, relative strength index, and the 2 hour RSI, relative strength index. When the daily, the 4 hour, or you know what, do this. When the 4 hour and the 2 hour RSI are trading in the same direction, you then, right, the 4 hour and the 2 hour RSI are trading in the same direction. You then go to your 2 hour and your 1 hour charts and you find trades, right, that are moving in the same direction, and you enter the trades on your 5 minute, like you're taught, and that's the only way you trade. So if the 4 hour RSI is down and the 2 hour is down, you go to the 2 hour and the 1 hour and you find shorts, right? And you enter on the 5 minute and you hold those shorts until, or you just write them down until you hit your percentages, or you can hold those shorts until the 1 hour, right? And make sure 4 hour and 2 hour RSI are going down. You go to the 1 hour RSI, it's also going down. There's your trifecta, okay? 3 in a row. You now go to the 5 minute, find your trades and enter on the 5 minute RSI also going down, right? When you enter those trades, you're doing 50x leverage to 100x leverage, and you're taking advantage of those pullbacks or the bounces, either way. And now you're trading those 1 hours on those downslide, right? And what you're going to do is, if you enter a 2 hour trade on the way down or short, you're going to hold the 2 hour down until the 30 minute RSI starts to go up. Then you're going to take profits. You're going to let the 30 minute retrace. You're going to let the 1 hour go back up. And if the 2 hour is going down, when the 1 hour gets to the top and starts to come back down, you're then going to go back in and find 1 hour trades that are coming down and enter on the 5 minute RSI at the top heading down. And you're going to hold this short once again until the 30 minute RSI comes down and starts to go back up again, right? Trade with the trend, okay? So, guys, let's go back and take a look at this. I am recording this, guys. I'm going to show you this, and this is the screen I'm looking at. So we're looking at a descending triangle. So let's take a look here. Go back to our XRP, and let's find ourselves inside of our trade. And what we're going to look for is our descending triangle, right? So there's 3 lines to a descending triangle, right? Here we go. Now this is the other line to your descending triangle. We're gonna throw it in here. There you go. And now what we're going to do is pull this down to our little bottom piece, which is right about in here, right? And we'll go down to that second little bounce right there. So what everybody's thinking is that we have this descending triangle coming down, which more than likely at this level, as it starts to bounce against this level, is eventually going to break down, right? Which makes sense, because if we have a breakdown here, right? And we take a look here, we have a weak high, right? This is your weekly high, right here. Here's your weekly high, right? And what we're looking for is a strong low, right? You see this strong low down here? So that's what we're looking for at this particular moment, is for this to pull back and basically come down out of this area here and fall down to the 200 moving average, guys. Right? We're looking to come down and come off of this support and come down here to this 45-cent area right here. See, 44, 45 cents? That's the area that we're looking at right there. All right, so that's what we're looking at right there. So right here, this is what we're looking for. Currently, the trend, you see this red moon here? So guys, if you're in the academy, you see your red moon here? You got your red moon? Here you go, red moon, right? That means a short position, right? Where did we start shorting XRP? We started shorting XRP at 55 cents, right here on the red moon, 55 cents. We're holding that short. We just got a red trend here. Right? Boom, red trend. This entire time frame right now that we're in XRP, XRP is in a short position, right? It's in a short position. The trend is down right now. See the red moon on the 4-hour? The trend is down. Now, let's go to the 2-hour. Boom. What's the 2-hour say? Red moon on the 2-hour. What's the trend? The trend is down, VC. Is it down? It is down, VC. Yay, yay. All right, so now moving forward here, as we take a look here, everything that's moving down, right? So, boom, 2-hour moving down, right? What platform do we use? TradingView, and we trade on MEXC. Guys, if you want free bonuses, extra money, there's a video I just made for MEXC. Go join MEXC. You get MX coins, $1,000 bonus. You get a bunch of extra shit when you join MEXC, and you can learn how to leverage. I teach leveraging, and I teach it on MEXC so that you guys can make money, right? So there's a lot of people, as we've seen this coin start to bounce, you know, they're panicking because they think there's going to be a long. But this is just the limit buys that are coming. Yes. Check out my video, bro. Check out my video, man. My videos have a link for you. So here, guys, if you want to join right here, here you go. Take your phone right there. Take your phone. Take a picture of that right there, guys. Here you go, right here. MEXC, join right there. Take a picture. You got it? The code right there. There's your code. There's your referral code. Cheaper fees, lower fees, free coins, $1,000 sign-up bonus. There's your code right there, guys. $1,000 sign-up bonus. There's the referral. There's the code right there. Right there. Perfect, right? There you go, guys. There you go. Red and green, bro. Red and green. All right, let's take a look at this. So we have ascending triangle, right? Erroneous. Okay, guys. Here we go. Let's take a look here. So now we have this down, right? Everything's going down. So now let's go to the 1 hour, right? What did we just say? Trade with the 1 hour, right? Here you go. What do you have? You have the 1 hour RSI. Let's take a look at it. Okay. So now let's take a look. Let's back it up. Take a look at the 4 hour RSI. What do we got? The 4 hour RSI, right? Ronald. All right, the 4 hour RSI right here, right? The 4 hour RSI is at the bottom, which means there's going to be some type of small sideways bounce or some type of bounce, right? Let's take a look at the daily RSI. Where's the daily? The daily is coming down, right? So this is a downward trend, right? You're going to see a downward trend, okay? Right here. So we're still moving in a downward position. Let's go over here. Take a look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour RSI, let's zoom in this a little bit more here. The 4 hour RSI is also heading down, so we're in a downward trend. Let's take a look at the 2 hour RSI. The 2 hour RSI right here is starting to break down right here, guys. Look at that. See that 2 hour starting to break down? Kelly, you see that? Right there, Kelly. See that breakdown right there? See how that 2 hours starting to break? Look at that. We're downward. So now we're trading with that. So we're in a downward trend. So we're looking for shorts. Go to the 1 hour RSI. Here's your 1 hour RSI. So right now we're going to trade shorts. Now we're going to trade shorts. I got you. Thanks for the update, bro. YouTube, I got you. So now, guys, let's go back. I'm going to quickly make a look at this because my main screen was on the code. Okay, boom. The daily RSI heading down right here, guys. You see the daily. Then we go to the 4 hour. Where's the 4 hour, right? Take a look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour, Control Z. The 4 hour right now is still on the bottom, but it is breaking down and it is staying at the bottom. Now we go to the 2 hour relative strength index, right? What's the relative strength index doing? You can see right here that it's starting to slowly break its way down, right? There you go. Now you turn around, 2 hour. Now we go to the 1 hour. And now we're going to trade shorts on the 1 hour until the 1 hour bounces, guys, right? Until the 1 hour comes down, right? Here you go. 1 hour is coming down. We have a green moon on the 1 hour, right? So which means there's going to be some bounces here, right? There's going to be some bounces here, right? So which means as we start to look at this little trade here, we're going to have some resistance to the short. There's going to be some bounces here that come up a little bit. You're going to see bounces that come up and eventually they're going to break down. Now, the shorts that we get into would have started right here on the 1 hour downtrend up here, right? You see the 1 hour start to come down? So you should have shorted on the RSI off this candle right here. So the short should have came in at 50.83, right? Boom, 50.83. We're shorting down, and that's where we're holding it. And we're going to hold this all the way down until the 1 hour RSI gets down to the bottom. Another way that you can look at to get out of it, you're going to see bounces on the 30, right? See right here. Yeah, I'm revisiting everything. Now, see, this is the bounce. Remember I told you that we hold our shorts until the 30-minute RSI bounces? Look right here. Here's your 30-minute RSI. That's where you close your shorts right there. You see that? The 30-minute RSI starts to bounce up. That's the close, right? A lot of times that's why we're trading. If we're doing any trades, if we're shorting, we short the 15-minute RSI. It bounces. We close. It goes up. We enter. We come back down. But this is that section. But see here, the 15-minute RSI is starting to come back down. You see that right there? That's what we're looking at, right? That's what we're looking at. Now for us, our RSI right here would have came up. We would have closed in this little position here, right? And let's take a closer look here. Right here with all the, right here on your Mac, see your MACD right here, Kelly, you see how it came up? You see where the sellers were coming down. You see this bounce right here? This bounce right here where it bounced and it refused to make a red moon, right? Here's our green moon on the 30-minute. It refuses to make a red moon on the 30-minute. You see that? Refuses to make a red moon right there, right? That would be an indicator for us to take profits on our short, okay? And then what we would do is let this entire market, now that we got this 30-minute bounce, recycle, right? And that's where we're looking at the 1 hour. But theoretically, you could hold this short the entire time because we're trading with the 1 hour RSI, right? We're trading with the 1 hour RSI going down. So we're still holding this short until the 1 hour goes down. So those are different examples of where to catch the best trade. So if you catch that 30-minute bounce where the 30-minute moon rejects from going red and you close at that level and then you buy the long there for the jump, you could catch a nice little bounce or a pump right there, but that pump is going to be weak because the trend is south. Remember, the 4 hour, the daily, the 2 hour all going down. So that bounce is going to just be a quick spike and then it's over. Profits taken and then you enter, right? Now, if you're a good trader, you don't go after that spike. What you do is you wait for the spike and then you open your short again off that 30-minute spike and you re-enter your short on there, and then you continue your short down with the 1 hour, with that 1 hour RSI coming down. Kaiser, hold on, bro. Let me put you in my ear, big dog, you bastard. Yeah, my man. What's up? Hold on one second. Hold on, big dog. Let me get you in here, man. What is, bro, you the $1 million man, what is going on, bro? What's up, big dog?
I said trying to catch up with you is like finding the Pope.
Bro, you guys make all the money. I'm just hanging out, dog.
No, don't give me that crap.
What? You the big dog, man. You big 6 figures, bro. What's going on?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing my own thing now. I want to get you involved with something that you actually like.
Oh shit! This guy's trying to hire me. You're a bastard.
I think you can roll with it.
Oh my god, bro.
And it's in your wheelhouse.
Oh my god. Hold on, bro. Let me put you in my ear. Hold on. All right, you're in my ear, bro. How you been, brother? All right, let me finish. Doing good. Give me 5 minutes here. I'm closing out. I'm doing this, we're doing it in crypto. I've been teaching crypto. So let me close out this crypto lesson. I'm about to round this out, and then I will literally, bro, hundreds of thousands of dollars, bro. It's crazy. I can't even say it right now. I'm live online. But yeah, bro, dude, I told you. Just put it this way, like here, let me blow your mind, right? You remember when I talked to you, like 8 months ago, right? I was like, yo, Keiser, you need to get 10 grand in here, right? Okay, Bitcoin went down to 16,000, right? If you didn't do anything that I do or anything that I teach, and you just would have bought Bitcoin, right? Like most people did, they're up 70%. Okay? We're up 700. You see what I'm saying? Like that would be like that 10 G's, bro, you'd be sitting on 70 grand right now. You'd be like, yo, what else can I do? I'm telling you guys, man, y'all, this shit is ridiculous, bro. Are you gonna be are you at the house or what? I'm gonna call you back. Give me 5 minutes. Let me finish this up on a live right now. I gotta finish this lesson and then I'll call you back, bro. I'm gonna call you in 10. Give me 10 minutes. All right, handsome. Bye. Woo! Everybody wants to hire your boy. Yo, VC, I got something for you. All right. Let's check this out, guys. So now, since we are in the short, right? We continue our short. Now let me show you guys how the methods here. And I'm going to make a video on this, right? So here's how it goes, right? You turn around here and we're trading with the trend. Don't trade against the trend, right? And this will help you guys out because you're making too many trades. Stop making extra trades. Make the right trades, okay? Right? Here we go. When this bounce happened, okay, what did the bounce happen, right? Take a look at your 15-minute, right? Here's your 15-minute RSI. You had a bounce happen on the 5-minute moon, right? Where did the bounce happen? Go to your 5-minute. Here's your 5-minute bounce. You see the green moon? Remember, this is what we were tracking. There was a 5-minute green moon, right? The RSI, you go to the 15-minute RSI. The 15-minute RSI was at the bottom and it bounced. Remember that? Right? I don't know how to calculate this, that to make 10 grand to 70 grand. I will go over that in a minute, man. This shit ain't hard. Okay, look. You RSI bounces right here, right? So you see this, Kelly? You would have let this spike up, okay? And when it spiked and it hit this little candle here and you see this RSI start to come back down, you would re-enter your short on that, Kelly. You see that? You wouldn't go long on XRP here to go up. you would let XRP go long, and then you would enter your short again at the top of the spike of the candle. So 5-minute bounce, right? What does it do? Here's your 5-minute bounce, right? Let's go over it. What did it do? Very simple. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, here's your red moon. It spiked, okay? You see that? Here's your spike. What did the RSI do? Go all the way up. When that 5-minute spiked and started to go level, you see how it's going level? And you see right here how the 5-minute RSI starts to bend back down? You enter your short, re-enter your short at 50.53 right here. And you start to ride this, now you're locked into another short, okay? Do you understand? Now we go to the 15-minute, and we can see that the 15-minute RSI bounced up, and now it's coming back down. You see how it rejected right here? Here's another example, right? And what you could have done, remember these are buyers and sellers. You see this right here? You see this, Kelly? You see how your buyers came up and it rejected and started to come down? That's your re-entry of your short right there. You see that? There's your re-enter. What do you see right here? Boom, you go down. There's your re-entry. What is that? 50.50 right there. 50 cents and 50 cents. Now you're back in a short. Do you understand? Now we're back in a short right there. Here we are shorting again. There we go. Very, very simple. This shit ain't hard, guys. Now, we're back in our short. We're back in the trend. What's our trend? What's our trend, guys? We trade with the 1 hour RSI, right? We trade with the 1 hour RSI, and we trade with the 2 and 4 hour, right? So the 2 and the 4 hour are coming down. So we trade with the 1 hour RSI. Now, when the 1 hour comes down, right? When the 1 hour comes down and bounces up, we get out of our positions and we let the 1 hour go back up. If the 4 hour and the 2 hour are trading in the other direction, right? Then we trade with the 1 hour up, right? So if the 2 and the 4 hour are going up, we trade with the 1 hour going up. But if the 2 and the 4 hour continue to go up and the 1 hour is coming down, we don't do longs until the 1 hour finishes coming down and then starts to go in the same direction as the 2 and 4. Okay? Trade with the trend. Okay? Trade with the trend. That's what we're doing right here, guys. Trading with the trend. Now, targets for us on the trend are always going to be the 1 hour 200 moving average, right? So it looks like the 2 is 49.87. So our targets are still here. We're still looking for our weak target areas here, guys. So we have a lot of stuff that we have in here. Now we're just waiting for this to continue on. Now, if you draw your triangles and you learn a little bit extra here, that'll give you an idea of where things are going and what's happening here. So the 1 hour RSI, if you take a look here, is still heading down, but we can see that it's starting to bend here, right? So as it starts to bend, right, this RSI, the 1 hour RSI starts to bend, then we're going to start looking to get out of our shorts and wait for it to go back up and start the short again. Okay, guys? Let the RSI finish coming down, and when it crosses over, we're going to get out and let it go back up and then restart our shorts again, right? Or you're in a position where you're like, you know what, I'm in a really good short, and I'm going to stay in this short until I get a 2 hour reversal, right? So remember, guys, when I'm talking about like 2 hour candles or 2 hour trades, right? Here you go. Here's your 2 hour trade. You have a 2 hour red moon right here, right? When's the next time that you should get out of your short? Well, personally, you shouldn't get out of this short until you have a change in the moon color, right? Until you have a change in the moon color on your 1 hour, right? Which happened way here. So the original short would have got out right here. You should have got out of your short at 50.33. So now what are you doing, right? The next short that you should enter, right, if you got out of your short, is going to be when the 1 hour moon goes red, guys. When the 1 hour moon goes red right here, which is coming, that's your next short. So what does that mean, guys? Overall, as we're looking at this right here, what does that mean? Well, it means if we take a look at this triangle that we have, more than likely this triangle that we're looking at is going to play out to where it gets to this moving average at 49.96, and it's more than likely going to hit a red moon, and it's going to dump through there, right? So that's what we're looking for, XRP to dump through here and continue its low on its way down. Now the level that we're looking for that it can hit are basically on this chart here. right? So that's where we're looking for it to come down and come back down to this 49.34 area, guys. Yeah, when the 1 hour, okay, so you always start with the higher time frames, right? Higher time frames, guys. Higher time frames, okay? So right now, guys, you wouldn't, the short that you're looking for, you do have a short position right here, right? But it's coming towards its end of its cycle, right? Meaning that it's going to go sideways here because now the 1 hour RSI is starting to get close to its bottom, right? Now, if you want to play the short, you have to let the 1 hour RSI go back up to its position, right? It needs to finish its cycle, right? And right now the 1 hour, let's take a look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour is coming down here on the RSI. You can see down here, it's starting to finish. And then when it finishes, it's going to start to bounce up. And that's going to be where it's going to be some bounces to the top. So right now, if you want to short XRP, you're going to want to wait until at least the 30-minute RSI recycles back up, right? Which it's doing right now. If this 30-minute RSI starts to bend down and starts to head back down, that's when you want to enter your short on that 30-minute. Because that'll give you an entry that will go along with your 1 hour, right? But once the 1 hour reaches the bottom and it starts to bounce up, then you want to close out of your short, so you want to wait for it to repeat its cycle. So you're in a short position right now, but you're about 60 to you're 70% done with the short position right now, right? Because your 1 hour is almost to the bottom. You see that? Your 1 hour is almost here, bro. So you're about 70% done with this short. So if you're going to enter a short, higher percentage of winning would be waiting for this 1 hour to finish, come up, and then go back into a short. Which means, let me show you right here. This is what we're looking at right here. This is the moon, right? What are we waiting for? We're waiting for the 1 hour red moon. So I would not enter a short here, right? If you're not already in a short, I mean, you're not in a bad position here. I'm not going to say that you're not, right? So, I mean, personally, I would do a short here because everything is heading to a descending triangle. There's still about 45 minutes of a down, 1 hour to 2 hours of a downside. So I would do a short here for sure. So me, I would short at 50.34. You should have been in a short at 50.35. You get a red moon right here, and XRP is going to dump all the way down to 49.36, okay? So that's what we're looking for. We're waiting for this XRP to come through this falling wedge, and that's what we're waiting on right now, guys. That's what we're waiting for. But yeah, you're not in a bad position here on a short. I just like entering trades that are like 100% already set up. Yeah. A short means that you're going down, guys. Yeah. If you have a short at 50.51, you're holding it, Kelly. You're about to break through. You're looking to get through this little support line. So this is the descending triangle. Don't forget, guys. We have a descending triangle, right? Here's our descending triangle, right? Here it is. Boom. There's our triangle. Here's our other triangle right here. Boom. Right there. Here's our third descending triangle right there. Boom. So once we break through this line here, we're coming down. We're going to fight it and then basically break through this moving average, guys. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Let me take this call, guys. I'm going to be, I got to take this phone call. I got corporate guys that always want to hire me for shit. But I'm retired, guys. I'm a retired guy. So let me go find out what's going on, guys. But I'm going to post this YouTube inside the Discord, and we'll see where we're at there. I'll give you